أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدمه الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, hope everyone is well.
Walaikum assalam.
Now, last week, we started lesson number 1, and where did we reach? So we went through some examples, understanding the ism of inna and the khabar of inna. Correct? So we did this lesson itself, and then we went through some examples, and we spoke about what is mubtada and what is khabar, and then we spoke whatever is mubtada and khabar, inna will come in front of it, and what is the mubtada, it will become the ism of inna, and what was the khabar of the mubtada, it will now become the khabar of inna, and the harakat will change accordingly. The ism of inna is mansub, and the khabar of inna is marfu. So that was the ruling in regards to inna itself. So I'm going to ask Dr. Saab to come on and just go through these examples. اقرأ الأمثلة الآتية, and then we'll go through them.
Okay. So, al-mudarrisu jadidun. The teacher is new.
Correct.
And it changes into innal mudarrisa jadid. So, verily the teacher is new.
Correct.
So, mudarrisu gets changed to mudarrisa.
Correct.
Fatimatu tabibatun. Fatima is a doctor. Inna Fatimata tabibatun. So same rule there. Hamidun mutazawwajun. Hamid is married. Inna Hamidan mutazawwajan.
Correct. Can I request Sister Nighat Kazmi to do 3 examples? Insert inna in front of 1, 2, and 3, and change the harakat, please.
Okay. Inna darsa sabun.
Correct.
And where surely the lesson is difficult.
Correct.
Innal Qur'ana kitabullahi.
Innal Qur'ana kitabullahi. Correct.
Yeah, surely Quran is the book of Allah. Inna aminatu talibatun. Sorry, inna aminata talibatun.
Correct.
Again, surely Amna is a student.
Excellent. Thank you. Sister Amina Abbas, can you do the examples opposite the first 3 examples which Sister Nighat has done? As-sayyaratu jamilatun. Alaikum assalam.
As-sayyaratu jamilatun, the beautiful car, becomes inna sayyarata jamilatun. Verily, the car is beautiful.
Correct. Next one.
Muhammadan sallallahu alaihi wasallam Rasulullah. Muhammad, the messenger of Allah. Inna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Verily, Muhammad is the messenger of Allah.
Correct.
Al-lughatul arabiyya sahlatun. The language of Arabic is easy. Inna lughatul arabiyyatu sahlatun.
Inna al-lughat al-arabiyyata. Arabiyyata is the adjective for the language itself.
Okay. Inna lughata arabiyyata sahlatun.
Correct.
Indeed, the language of Arabic is.
Thank you. Okay. Can I request iPad 51 to do 7, 8, and 9?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bilalun Gabiyun. Inna Bilalan Gabiyun.
Excellent. Surely Bilal is stupid.
Stupid. Hazihi al sa'atu galiyatun. Inna hazihi as-sa'ataha galiyatun.
Excellent. Inna hadhihi as-sa'ata ghaliyatun. Correct.
Al-mudiru fi al-fasli. The teacher is in the classroom. Innal mudira fi al-fasli.
Al-fasli. Excellent. Excellent.
Mm,
Surely the principal is in the classroom. That's fine. That's perfect. Okay, that's fine. And then
Sir, I wanted to ask here about Inna Muhammadan sallallahu alaihi wasallam Rasulullahi
correct.
or
Inna
Rasulullahi.
yes, mudhaf ilay. Rasulullahi mudhaf ilay. Khabar of inna. So inna Muhammadan Rasulullahi. Correct.
Jazakal. Al-ma'u baridun. Innal ma'a baridun.
Correct. Correct. Thank you. I'm going to move on to the next page now. Right. Now, over here now, the word dhu. Sister Nigat, what does the word dhu come in? What meaning does it come in?
This means belong to zoo. Yes, my Mutakabram is one of the
Excellent. Yeah.
Khamsa Mutakabra. This means zoo ka matlab hai जैसे zoo khalqin, zoo khalq ka malik hai.
Gigi.
Belong to
Yeah. So dhu comes in the meaning of possession.
possession.
Possessor. Yeah. Possession or possessor. And it comes in the meaning of sahib. And now the word dhu can come the and also can come in the can change to the as well. Does anyone know when does it come dhu, the, and so? That is the most important part. I'm just going to go through some examples of that. So you can see here, dhu malin, possessing wealth, dhu khuluqin, possessing manners, dhu ilmin. So I'm just going to send you something across to yourselves. So I'll just send you a few things over here now. Now, let me just explain. Let's explain. So this dhu itself, just need to explain this, and then I'm going to move on forward. I'm not going to take that long to explain this. Now, the word dhu itself. Now, to understand dhu, I need to use this first. Okay, let me explain this. Now, as you know, I'm going to do it quick in comparison to what I did in the other class. Now, dhu itself, it is from, as Sister Nigat was said, it comes from the same category of abun and akhun. It comes dhu, which comes in the meaning of possession. It's from the same category of the word abun and akhun. Now, you may remember, do you remember that when we spoke about the word abun and akhun, that whenever it is mudaf to any pronoun except ya, like abi and akhi, we will insert a waw between the ba and the pronoun itself. So if you want to say, like, for example, book of, so a servant of Muhammad, we say Abdu Muhammadin, Abdu Muhammadin. And if you want to say father of Muhammad, we will not say Abu Muhammadin, but we will add a waw between Muhammad and the ba itself. So it become Abu Muhammadin, Abu Muhammadin. So Abu Muhammadin means the father of Muhammad. Now, when we say Abuka, so you can see that the waw has been inserted between the ba and the kaf itself, correct? Yes? So this is in, so normally, when you have a normal noun, like the word Zaydun, so the last letter of Zaydun, it doesn't contain alif, waw, and ya, correct? And this noun, which does not contain alif, waw, and ya, it's called mufrad, single word. Munsarif, meaning it declines, it takes the harakat. As-sahih means that it doesn't contain alif, waw, and ya, okay? So the last letter is not alif, waw, and ya. So a normal noun, in the state of raf, it gets a dhamma. In the state of nasb, it takes a fatha. So when it comes as an object, it will take a fatha tanween. And when it's in the case of jar, it takes a kasra. So ja'a Zaydun, ra'aytu Zaydan, marartu bi Zaydin. So Zayd came, I saw Zayd, I passed by Zayd. So this is a normal noun, which is mu'rab, which is declinable. As you know, in Arabic language, there are two types of nouns, mu'rab and
Mabni.
Mabni are nouns which do not change the last ending. The last letter of the word does not change. For example, the pronouns huwa, huma, hum, wherever they come, they always remain huwa, huma, hum. Also, the word, the ishmul ishara, demonstrative nouns like hadha, hadhihi, haulai, ulaika, they remain the same exactly wherever they come. They are called mabni. And the nouns which change are called mu'rab. And they have a different categories according to its last letter and depending upon the type of noun. Now, the word abun and akhun, it comes under the category of asma sitta mukabbara. And dhu itself is from the family of abun and akhun. So whenever it comes, dhu comes mudaf, after dhal, there will be a waw, dhu, like dhu ma'lin. And whenever dhu comes as an object, it will come with an alif. The dhal, waw, will change to dhal, alif. And whenever it comes after a harf jar, or it becomes mudaf ilay, the waw will change to a ya. Okay, so that's the ruling in regards to that. So ja abuka, ra'aytu ja abuka, your father came. So the word abuka is coming as fa'il, as the doer of the verb ja'a, correct? Yes? Sister Nigga?
Yes, ji.
And ra'aytu abaka, so abuka, the waw is changing to an alif because now I saw, who did you see? Your father is coming as an object. Normally, if it was a normal noun, Zayd, I would have said ra'aytu Zayd, and I saw Zayd. And if you want to say I passed by Zayd, I'll say marartu bi Zaydin. But because this is from the category of abun, akhun, and abun, akhun, dhu, and so forth, now when it comes in the halatul jar, the waw will change to a ya. So marartu bi abika, I passed by your father. Sister Amina, is that clear for you so far?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, now I'm going to go through some examples from the Quran so that you understand, okay? I'm going to do it quickly because I don't want to spend too much time. And this, give me 1 second, let me just get the right slide.
Can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Is it sitta mutakabbara or khamsa mutakabbara? Because-
Some say 5 and some say 6. Both of them are correct. So there's no problem between 5 or 6 itself.
Right, okay.
So what happened? There's one particular word. Some of them counted, and some people don't count it itself. That's the reason why some say khamsa, some say 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
Right, now over here, ayats of the Quran. Now, I'm going to quickly do this because I don't. Now, over here now. Who I'm going to bring? Can I bring Sister Sabira Kanji?
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, and you, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, very well. Now, over here, now, do you remember inna and anna and lakinna? Inna, anna, lakinna, it's from the same category of the sisters of inna, correct?
Yeah.
Now, as we know from when inna comes in the sense of mubtada and khabar,
Yes.
it changes the mubtada to the ism of inna, correct?
Yes.
So if it was Zaydun fil masjid, so Zaydun alimun,
Yeah.
it would become inna Zaydan alimun.
Oh,
So, alimun, yeah. So the khabar is marfu and the ism is mansub, correct?
yeah.
Now, lakinna Allah. So here, lakinna is one of the sisters of inna. So we are trying to understand why is dhu coming and what position dhu is coming. That's what we're trying to explain.
Yeah.
Now, Allah itself, what harakat does it have?
It's a fatah.
Exactly. So, and as you know, that whenever inna comes, the ism of inna is mansub. So Allah is the ism of lakinna. Lakinna comes in the meaning of but.
Yeah.
Or however, okay?
Yeah.
However, so Allah is the ism of lakinna. Now the word dhu. Now the word dhu is the same as the word abun and akhun. Whenever it is mudaf, the last letter will be changed to a waw. So the waw comes here in the place of dhamma. It represents the dhamma. So dhu is mudaf, fadlin is
Mudaf
mudaf ilayh. Exactly. And alal alamin is jar and majroor, because the word is alimun, and it's alamin because of Allah. Yes?
Yeah.
Because the sound masculine plural, and whenever the sound masculine plural, alimuna, comes after a harf jar, the waw noon changes to a
yeah.
ya noon. Exactly. So alal alamin. So dhu fadlin is the khabar of lakinna.
Okay.
Is that clear or no?
Yeah. I was just gonna say, so alal is on. So whenever when you said on, under,
Yep.
by, whatever, so the last letter should be a kasra. But however, in this one, it's a fatah.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the ya noon. So what happens, because it's a sound masculine plural, normally with like if it was a normal noun, like say for example on the table, it will be alal maktab. So alal on the desk, it will be alal maktabi.
Yeah.
Alal maktabi, because of the alif lam, it stops it from a kasra tanween. It takes one kasra. So if it was like al kitabu alal maktabi,
Okay.
but because this is a sound masculine plural,
Yeah.
instead of the last letter taking kasra or kasra tanween, the ya and the noon is coming in the place of the kasra itself.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, is that clear?
Yeah. Okay.
So next person I'm going to ask is going to be who is there? Sister Butul. Alaykum salam. Wallahu dhul fadlil azim. Allah is dhu comes in the meaning of possession or possessor of great bounties. So explain here, wallahu. Why Allah is coming with a dhamma?
why Allah is coming with the Dhamma.
Yes. When does a noun take a dhamma? There's two scenarios or three scenarios, that whenever it comes as a subject in the beginning of a sentence, when it comes as the fa'il, as a doer of a verb, number two, and also we have learned that whenever a noun comes as a khabar of inna, like inna allaha qadirun, the khabar of inna is marfu as well. So here, wallahu is coming in what position? And why is it taking a dhamma?
Because it's the ism of
No, there's not. It's a new sentence.
yeah. If it's ism of inna, then it must have a fatha, not a kasra. Oh, sorry,
Correct.
not a Dhamma.
So it's coming in the beginning of the sentence. So therefore, if it's coming in the beginning of a sentence, so it will be the mubtada, the subject, because when a noun starts a sentence, it takes a dhamma. Correct?
But then it's not in the beginning of the sentence.
It is. It's a new start. It's a new sentence now. There's a jim there, and there's a new sentence starting there.
So that's the beginning of a sentence. It's the mubtada.
Correct. Wallahu is mubtada, and then when you have a mubtada, what does it require after that? Khabar. So exactly. But explain. Dhu itself is coming as mudaf, and the waw is showing that, as you know, all khabar are marfu. Like when you say Allahu qadirun, both nouns are ending with dhammas itself. So dhu here, the waw is representing that the dhu is coming as mudaf, and it's in the state of raf and khabar. Fadli is mudaf ilay, and why is it al-azimi?
Because it's khabar of inna.
Al-azimi. Why is it fadli al-azimi? Why is it? Anyone? Why is it?
Sifa mawsuf.
Correct. Al-azimi is the adjective for fadl, for it's describing the bounties of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is the possessor of great bounties itself. So that's a sifa mawsuf itself. Okay. Now that is that. Can I request Sister Mukarrama to explain this one? Wallahu dhu fadlin alal alameen.
And Allah is the possessor of great bounties over the believers.
Correct.
So Allah is the subject or the
mubtada.
beginning of the sentence. Dhu fazlin is the predicate, and zu is the mudaf, and fadlin is the mudaf ilay.
Correct.
Al mu'minin, ala is the jar, harf jar, and it's making mu'minun into mu'minin because it's majroor.
Excellent. Excellent. Is that clear for you, Sister Mukarrama?
Yes, Sheikh.
Brilliant.
इसमें जो खबर है ये पूरी होगी ज़ू फضل अलल मोमिनीन.
Yeah, so wallahu is mubtada, dhu fadlin al mu'minin. The whole thing is the khabar itself.
Okay.
The whole thing is khabar. Okay. Now over these examples, you will see that it's coming with a dhamma itself. Now I just want to change that now, because I don't want to spend too much time on contemplate on this, because there's other things I need to do as well. I want to go to now the. When does the noun go to the? So give me 2 seconds. Doctor, can you do the next example, please?
So
So this one here, Saad,
This one there. Okay. Saad wal Quran is zikra. Dhikri.
the al-dhikri.
Dhikri.
Yeah. So here now, Saad wal Quran. This waw here is waw al-qasam wal Qur'ani.
That's it should be mubtada.
Correct?
And the dhikri is the khabar.
Correct. And now,
But Qur'ani has a kathra.
so
rather than-
okay, so what in this example here, it's going to be slightly different. Give me 1 second. Give me one. So what's going to happen here in this example is, 1 second, let me just tell you. The mubtada is dropped. The mubtada is dropped, and both of them here is going to come as, give me 1 second, let me just check it as well. Okay. Okay. Now let me explain this one here now.
Okay.
This itself, whenever this happens, wal Qur'ani the dhikri. Now this waw is coming in the meaning of qasam, as I said to you.
Yeah.
So what's happened whenever this happens? Whenever this happens, there is a ayah, there is a sentence before this which is missing. And that is this. It should be Uqsimu laqad ja'akum al-haq. So whenever when waw al-qasam comes, so whenever waw al-qasam comes, waw itself, it means what? I swear by the truth which has come. So whenever waw al-qasam comes, depending upon the sentence itself, so whenever that comes, there is a sentence before it which hasn't been mentioned, and that is hidden. So that is something new which you are learning, that whenever waw al-qasam comes, there is a sentence before it which hasn't been mentioned, and from where the waw begins, that comes as an answer for that itself. So it says uqsimu jawabu mahdhuf ay laqad ja'akum al-haq. Now, so whatever has come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is haq. So that is the jumla shart. Do you know in Arabic language, sometimes you have two sentences. You have shart and jawab shart. So in Arabic language, like for example, ansur, tansur. In tansur, ansur. In tansur, ansur. So in the word nasara yansur, what does that mean?
To help.
Yes. So if you put alif and noon in the beginning of a verb, in tansur, ansur. If you will help, I will help. Now this is called shart and jawab shart. Shart
Okay.
and jawab shart.
Okay.
Now the same thing happens when waw al-qasam comes in a sentence. So whenever waw al-qasam wallahi comes, there is a sentence before it which is I swear by. Now here we're talking about the Quran. I swear by the Quran, which is the truth. So that is a sentence which hasn't been mentioned, but by the waw al-qasam we understand that. And this waw, what does it do? Is giving a kasra to the Qur'ani. Okay, and also the is come the al-dhikri, possessor of what? Dhikr is coming as As a
Mudaf
reminder.
مضاف إليه.
Exactly. Dhikri is mudaf ilay, correct. Now, possessor of reminder. What is the reminder? The Quran is the reminder.
Quran. Yeah.
So here, the dhikri. Now the word the normal word in the state of raf is dhu, correct?
Yeah.
Correct. It should be dhu. Why is it coming with a kasra? The reason why the is coming, it's coming as an adjective for the Quran.
قرآنی کی وجہ سے
Yeah, because Qur'ani is getting a kasra,
جی.
and always the adjective follows the noun which is describing. Well, Qur'ani is with a kasra, the dhu will change to a kasra, the, so that it can become a sifat of the Quran itself.
Okay.
So the mudaf ilay is a sifat of the Quran. I swear by the Quran. Which Quran? The possessor of dhikr.
Right. Okay.
Is that clear now?
Yeah. Yeah. I think so.
Okay, not if I think so. I need to explain. Whenever waw qasam comes, there is a sentence. So whenever there is a qasam in the Quran, wallahi, there's always a sentence before it in Arabic language, which we'll call it mahdhuf. Mahdhuf means it hasn't been mentioned, but from the context of the verse, we understand that there was a sentence which is I swear by whatever. I swear, you could say I swear by Allah. What? The Quran is possessor of dhikr, and because of the waw coming before the word al-Quran, that is changing the harakat from al-Quranu to al-Qurani.
Okay.
And that's the reason why he's getting a kasra. The itself, we need to understand what position is coming in. The is acting as an adjective for the Quran. And as you know, the adjective always follows the previous noun it's describing. And the original word was dhu in the state of raf, but here it is coming in the state of jar because of waw qasam. Whenever waw qasam comes, the noun which comes after it gets a kasra. So that's the reason why the is in the state of jar, because of waw and the Quran itself. So the
Question, Shah.
yes, Mukarrama.
How can we know when wa means qasam and when wa means and?
Okay, so good question. The answer is easy. If the noun which comes after waw gets a dhamma, it is the meaning of and. Sis Mukarrama? Sis Mukarrama. If the noun which comes after waw with a dhamma, it comes in the meaning of and. And if it comes with a kasra, then we will understand that this is waw qasam itself.
Okay, thank you, Sheikh.
That is
Washamsi wazuhaha.
exactly. وَالشَّمْسِ وَالضُّحَاهَا وَالْقَمَرِ إِذَا تَلَاهَا وَالنَّهَارِ
إذا
إِذَا
جلاها
جَلَّاهَا وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَاهَا وَاللَّيْلِ. All of them here are the qasams itself. This waw, all of them, the nouns after it is getting a kasra.
When the noun which comes after waw has a dhamma.
That is in the meaning of conjunction. Yeah, if the waw which comes after the noun which comes after waw, it has a dhamma that comes in the meaning of conjunction, meaning and if the noun comes after waw with a kasra, that would come in the meaning of oath. I swear by the Quran or so for whatever it is. Is that clear?
Yeah.
So if it was Zaydun wa abuhu.
Exactly. Zaydun wa abuhu. So wa abu, who his father, you understand? Zayd and abuhu, both of them are following the same harakat, and both of them are coming as ataf and ma'tuf. So both of them have the same ruling. Zayd and Muhammad, dhahaba ila al-masjidi. They went to the masjid itself.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Now,
Sheikh.
that was a really good question you asked this, Mukarrama. Now, I'm going to add something to your question. In the Arabic language, there's so many different types of waws as well. There's a third type of waw, which I'm going to mention here. There's also waw haliya. Waw al-haliya. Has anyone heard this term before?
Not yet, Sheikh.
Okay. Now, in the Arabic language, let me just show you.
I am sure, Maulana, even the native Arabs who speak this language haven't heard of it.
No, they know it. They know this. I'll help you. I will explain it to you from the ayah of the Quran. Go to the Quran now. Surah. It's going to be Surah Ma'idah, verse number 55. Let me just get the Quran on the screen, which will be really good for yourselves. So it's good that I'm mentioning this now because it's important for the Shias. Because we are the ones, and I'll mention some points on this as well. There are other verses of the Quran, but this is the most important one for us. So that's the reason why I'm referring to this one here. Okay, let's make it full screen and start. Okay, I'm going to ask Dr. Saab, Bismillah.
So this is the ayah of Wilayah.
Ayah Wilayat, exactly. Bismillah, go ahead.
إنما وليكم الله ورسوله والذين آمنوا الذين يقيمون الصلاة ويؤتون الزكاة وهم راكعون.
Okay. Now let me explain this now. Now, Sister Mukarrama, Sister Batul Manji, Sister Sabira Kanji, you remember Sister Najma Kanani? She asked me a question last lesson. Now, the word innama, so the word inna, as you know, it comes surely, okay? So inna, as you know, it comes in the meaning of surely or indeed. Correct, everyone?
Yes, Sheikh.
Yeah.
Now, whenever inna and ma comes together, inna will not do its action anymore in the sentence. Remember this point. When inna and ma comes together, it does not act like it normally acts. Like the ism of inna being mansub and the khabar of inna will be marfu. It doesn't act like that. What it does instead, inna plus ma, it acts as a clause. It acts like a clause. So whenever inna ma comes, it acts like a clause. Whoever is included in the ayah is included, and whoever is exempted from the ayah is exempted. No one else can be included or incorporated in that verse itself. Those who are mentioned, those are the only persons itself. That's what it does. It restricts the sentence to what is mentioned in that sentence. It cannot be applied to anyone else. Is that clear?
Yes, Sheikh.
So this is in Arabic.
إنما يريد الله.
Yes, as I explained last time. So this is called adat hasr. Adat hasr. Adat hasr means a particle of restriction. It restricts the ayah to whatever is included in the ayah itself. No one can enter, no one can exit from that ruling or those individuals who are mentioned. Is this clear for everyone so far?
So it's exclusive.
Correct. Clear, everyone?
Like illa.
Yeah.
Similar to illa, yes, similar to it, yes, similar to illa, but illa has different meaning. Sometimes illa can come sometimes positive, sometimes illa comes negative, but innama, it restricts it, because sometimes ma ja'ani ahadun illa rajulun. So sometimes illa can come as a positive, and some like la ilaha illallah, like la ilaha, there is no God except Allah. So because first is la, negation, and then positive. That's illa. But innama is always coming as a restriction. It does not have the same rulings or requirements as illa. Illa is slightly different. Okay. Illa changes the harakat of the words as well, but innama doesn't. Is that clear, Sister Nigat?
जी बिल्कुल गैर आमिल है ये.
Yeah. So innama waliyukumullahu. So waliyu. So surely your guardian is who? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Sister Mukarrama, we talked about wow. So can you see this wow?
Yes.
Wa
And their
rasuluhu.
prophet. And his prophet, his messenger.
Walladhina amanu. And translate with me.
And those who
Amanu.
believed.
Those who believe. Past tense. Amana yu'minu. Present tense. Amana, those who believed. Alladhina. Again. And those. Yuqimuna. Those who established.
Who established prayer, salata.
Salat.
وَيُؤْتُونَ الزَّكَاةَ, and they give charity or tax.
So now you see this now. What's happening here? So what will happen to understand waw haliya? Now waw haliya, from the word waw al haliya, means a wow. So I'll explain waw haliya. In English, the definition of waw haliya is that wow which comes after a verbal sentence. Comes after a verbal sentence to explain the state of how the action took place. It clarifies or explains how the action, the previous verb's action, how that was accomplished. That is waw haliya. I'll give you an example from this. وَيُؤْتُونَ الزَّكَاةَ, and those who gave zakat. When did they give zakat? Why? The translation of here, wow, it will not be and, it will be whilst, during. During what? Wahum raki'un, while they were
In ruku.
in ruku. This is called waw haliya.
So this waw is the waw haliya.
Exactly, which indicates about, so this wow
The
does not come in the meaning of
position.
and, but it gives the meaning of whilst or during they were
In
bowing.
the position of
bowing.
ruku.
This is called waw haliya, which it clarifies or explains how the action was performed. And this is the ayah which we use, wahum raki'un. This is called jumlatul ismiya haliya. The whole sentence is explaining how the action of zakat, the previous verb, it was, or how that was performed itself. Is that clear now, Sister Sabira?
So haliya, Sheikh, is equal to position.
No, state, not position.
State.
Yes, state of how the action was performed.
Always come before the verb.
It can come, yeah, there should be a verb before it, and then it will come after it itself, correct?
Right. Okay.
That's how it comes. وَيُؤْتُونَ الزَّكَاةَ. So I'll give you another example. جَاءَ زَيْدٌ وَهُوَ ضَاحِكٌ. جَاءَ زَيْدٌ وَهُوَ ضَاحِكٌ. What does that mean?
That came while he was laughing. or
Exactly.
Smiling.
Yeah, smiling or laughing. ضاحِكٌ, laughing, yeah. So ضَحِكَ يَضْحَكُ, to laugh. So this is an example of waw haliya. Zayd came whilst he was laughing. So this is called waw haliya. So we have done waw qasam, waw haliya, and the normal conjunction waw, which comes in the meaning of and. These are three, and there's another one as well, which I don't need to mention at the moment, but inshallah I'll do that later. Is this clear for everyone?
One thing, please,
Yeah.
clear. You said wow, qasam is always majroor, or
Yes,
no? Always.
correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Sister Sabira?
Yes, Wawe Halia, now that you explained, it makes sense. However,
Yep.
innama, you said, refers to exclusive.
Yep.
Yeah, exclusive. So does that mean exclusive people, or it could mean exclusive items?
Anything. It could be items, products, whatever. It could be whatever. Yeah, it's not restricted. Whatever is included in that ruling, in that sentence itself, it means that it only applies to these individuals or whatever is in that ayah itself. It's just it's like a clause, a sentence of clause amongst the other paragraphs itself.
Yeah, but if it wasn't in the Quran, say it was ordinary language in the newspaper, would there still be an innama if I was referring to, I don't know, a football match or
Yeah. If you're referring to so if you're referring to one individual about something particular he done, then you can put that clause in there. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it does. So these.
إنما المؤمنون إخوة.
Ahsanti. Innamal mu'minuna. Surely the believers are brothers.
Brothers.
So you see many ayats which use innamal mu'minuna ikhwatun. Sister Batul, is that clear for you as well?
Just the one to recap. So one vow is for conjunction and or something. The
Correct.
other vow is for oath and it has a kasra. And the third vow you said is for halia, right?
Halia, which state of how the action, the vow, which indicates or illustrates or explains how the action was performed.
Okay, thank you, sir. I just got it.
That's the vow halia. And the way you will know, now there's always a way of knowing if it's a vow halia. If you ask the question, how about the verb which was previously used before wahum raki'un, and if you would say wahum raki'un, like if I say kayfa yu'tuna zakata, how was the zakat given? And if you said wahum raki'un as a reply whilst they were in the state of ruku, if that makes sense, you will understand that this is indicating upon the state and the position of how the action of yu'tuna zakat, how the zakat was given in the form of a ring itself. Got it? So the word kayfa, how? Kayfa yu'tuna zakata, how was the zakat given? Whilst wahum raki'un. If that makes sense as an answer, explaining how the zakat was given whilst, then you know that this is wawi haliya. Doctor?
If you remove that wow, hum raki'un doesn't make any sense.
No. Wahum, if you answer wahum, if you say wahum raki'un, this wow, you need to add the wow together to make it wawi haliya.
It's showing the position or indicates a certain action.
Exactly.
Action,
Yeah. Doctor and Amina, is that clear for you?
Yeah, I think it's very nice.
So there are many ayats, but what you need to do is that the word kayfa, like for example, I'll give you an example. Ja'a Zaydun wa huwa ghadiban. So Ja'a Zaydun wa huwa ghadibun. Zayd came wa huwa ghadibun. He was angry. Okay. Now I will ask you kayfa ja'a Zaydun. Kayfa ja'a Zaydun. How did Zayd come?
وهو غاضب.
وهو غاضب. He was in the state of anger. So you understand from that this is indicating about the state of how he came wherever he went. So that is wawi haliya. Clear, everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, Sheikh.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Let's continue. That's covered. Now, next one I'm going to ask Sister Nigut. Can I ask you this one over here? وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنْ ذِي الْقَرْنَيْنِ. So qarnayn means horns, two horns. So they ask about the person who possessed two horns.
Screen पे ये नहीं है जो आप पूछ रहे हैं.
Okay, let me just put it on the screen of what I had it on the screen.
सूरह कहफ की बात कर रहे हैं.
Yes.
وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنْ ذِي الْقَرْنَيْنِ. जी.
Correct.
Because of
Yep.
harf jar, so that's why Z.
Correct. So the dhu has changed to the waw has changed to adha,
Yeah.
the and al-qarnaini. What relationship that has with the
Mudaf ilay.
correct mudaf and mudaf ilay? Is that clear for everyone? Is that clear for everyone?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do now laysa. A few examples of this, and then I'm going to then end on this. Now, Sister Sabir, are you there?
Yes.
Now, so Sabira, now we did inna and we also did laysa in lesson number 1, correct? Now ka inna, what does inna do to ism and the khabar of inna? Inna Allah, remember one example. Inna Allah, Sister Mukarrama said, Inna Allah wa malaikatahu.
Oh, yes. Yes. So
Yusalluna.
the Allah had the fatah.
Correct? And the khabar will be?
Shay'in kadirun. So
Inna Allah.
will be sort of fatah.
So
or tanween, fatah tanween, dhamma tanween.
On the khabar.
On the khabar, yes.
Yes, Inna Allah qadirun. So qadirun is getting a dhamma tanween. Okay, correct. Now over here now, so the ism of inna is mansub and the khabar is marfu. Now kana does the opposite of, so kana comes in the meaning of was, correct?
Yeah.
And laysa is one of the sisters of kana.
Yeah.
What does it do? It does the opposite action of inna, where the ism of inna was mansub and the khabar was marfu.
Yeah.
Laysa and kana does the opposite, meaning that the ism of laysa and kana will be with, if the ism of inna was with a fatha for inna, here the ism of laysa will be marfu.
So it's a dhamma. So,
Dhamma, correct. And the khabar will be mansub, fatha.
Yeah, okay.
That is with a single noun. But sometimes you can have, now over here now, alaysa Allahu.
Yeah.
So alaysa Allahu, means is question, isn't. Laysa Allahu. Now why is Allah with a dhamma? Look at laysa. What does laysa require? It enters the ism and the khabar, mubtada and khabar. The ism of inna is?
So the ism of, if it was inna, then the ism of inna would be Allah.
Exactly, inna Allaha.
Yeah.
But here, alaysa is kalaysa does the opposite of inna. So the ism of inna should be marfu. So Allah is the
Khabar of laysa.
inna Allah kana al-jaw kana Allahu qadiran. So Allah is the ism of laysa. Let's go back.
Allah is the ism of laysa. Okay.
Let me go back. Let me just go back to the lesson.
So it's the same thing. If Allah is the ism of laysa, then when we're doing inna, you said the same thing, that Allah was the ism of inna.
So just 1 second. We did this.
And then in Islam of Inna, Allah has the fatha, and Alaysa Islam of Alaysa, it has a dhamma. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let me show you. Let me show you here. Look over here. So over here it says, note, we can also say ليس البيت. Can you see this?
We're still seeing the ayahs of the Quran.
Oh, sorry. Let me just get it. So let's go first over here. Let's go to Laysa. It means, go ahead.
Okay. Laysa, it means is not.
Mhm.
It is used in Jumlatul Ismiya. Example, Al-Baytu Jadidun is Laysa al-Baytu bijadidin. The house is not new.
Mhm.
Note that B is added to the khabar and it is therefore majroor.
And the note for now is being added. So originally, if the bar wasn't there,
Yeah.
we can also say Laysal.
Baytul Jadidan.
Can you see it now? Al Baytu is the ism of Laysa. Jadidan is the
Adjective of Laysa.
khabar,
Khabar.
predicate, predicate of Laysa.
Yeah.
So this is what Laysa does. Laysa does the opposite of inna. So when we say, let's read this now. Go for these examples. The feminine of Laysa is Laysat. Now Zainabu,
Maridatun.
and if you want to say Zainab is not, now this bar, imagine the bar wasn't there.
Yeah.
With the last, so how would you say Zainab without using the bar?
Yeah.
Make Marida the khabar of Laysat instead of making it in the genitive case because of be. Gone. So be Laysat.
Laysat Zainab Marizatan.
Excellent. Laysat Zainabu Marida.
Tan.
Maridatan. Excellent. And that would be Zainab is not, so the meaning of Laysat Zainabu Maridatin and Laysat Zainabu Maridatan, both of them mean exactly the same thing. There's no difference in the meaning.
Yeah.
Okay. Continue. Do the next one. As-sayyaratu qadimatun.
As-sayyaratu qadimatun. Laysatil sayyaratu biqadimatin. The car is not old.
Because now, if it was not with a bar, it would be Laysat as-sayyaratu qadima.
Tan.
Qadimatan. So this is a single word coming as a khabar.
Khabar.
Laysa. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, over in those examples, let me just go back to that and show it to you now. Alaysa Allahu. So can you see Allah with the ism?
Yes.
So Allah is the ism of,
Laysa.
and ba here is been added with to the khabar of Laysa, as we've seen in the example. Laysat Zainabu bi Marida.
Tan.
Maridatin.
Marizatin. Yeah.
Yeah. So now if the bar wasn't there,
Yeah.
it should, instead of, now do you remember the tiptoe nouns? What was the ruling with regards to tiptoe nouns?
They don't have a tanween.
Exactly. They don't take a tanween.
Yeah.
And what else?
Oh, something else about.
Do you remember? Okay, let's forget that. I don't want to make it too technical. Let's do the easy one now. Let's do the easy one and make life easier for you. Let's do this one. Alaysa subhu biqaribin. This is easier. Okay, do this instead.
Alaysa subhu biqaribin. So subhu is the ism of Laysa.
Correct.
And because of the be, it's pulling the tanweens down. So it's biqaribin. And if you didn't have a be, then it would be kariban.
Excellent. Is that clear for you? Is that easier example to use?
Yes, it's an easy example to use.
Okay.
But what does it mean?
So alaysa isn't isn't not the actual morning close.
Oh, right. Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's what it means. And thank you for that.
Okay.
I'm going to ask Sister Doctor, can you come on the mic for a second?
Yeah.
Next example, alaysa minkum rajulun. Sorry, where's it gone? Yeah, this one here. Let's make it bigger. Oh, la hawla. Lost it. Give me 1 second to find it again. Okay, this one here. Can you see on the screen? There you go.
Yeah, I can see it now.
So alaysa.
So alaysa,
Yep,
alaysa minkum rajulun rashidun.
correct.
Isn't there among you somebody,
Who is
a
mature?
man who is mature,
Mature.
who's
Or Rashid come in the meaning of mature, or someone who is
Alman.
rational as well.
wise?
Yes, correct. So
So alaysa
yep,
is the thing that we are trying to learn.
yep,
Rajulun is getting dhamma, and Rashidun, because it's getting the sifat mawsuf, so it is also dhamma tanween, like Rajulun.
correct. So where is the ism of inna and where is the khabar?
So ismul inna would be perhaps this minkum,
Why?
among you.
Why?
And
Why
it
is the
is
khabar?
pronoun.
Why is that?
It's ismun. It's ism. It's not khabar. Minkum is ism. Rajulun rashidun is khabar.
How? Why? I need the answer. Why? Now, why is the ism of laysa? Remember what I talked about mubtada and khabar? Sometimes the khabar can come before the mubtada when the mubtada does not have a certain thing attached to it. What is that thing that the rajulun doesn't have attached to it? For that reason, the khabar is coming before the ism of laysa. What was that thing?
So Rajulun Rashidun is dhamma.
No,
So
that's the answer.
Alif lam.
no.
What is the answer, Sister?
Alif lam, it doesn't contain, and shibul jumla is always khabar. So minkum can't be the mubtada.
Yeah, as I said
Yeah.
last time as well, jar minkum, which is a preposition and a pronoun, that can never come as mubtada. That always comes as khabar. So whenever the jar majroor, which comes before a mubtada, the reason for it is that the word rajulun is nakira, indefinite. It does not have alif lam.
No.
So here, rajulun rashidun, it's the ism, the delayed ism of laysa. Minkum is the khabar of laysa.
Okay. Yeah.
Should I show you the example again on the screen, or you fine with that?
Another example would be great if you can.
Okay, 1 second. I'll show you what we did last week to refresh your memory. So that was the reason why I taught what I taught last week. The way I taught it was because remember this example we did? Fil bayti rajulun.
Oh yes.
So when you say laysa fil bayti rajulun, rajulun is that the ism of laysa, fil bayti is khabar, jar and majroor. So jar and majroor khabar can come before the mubtada only if the mubtada is nakira without alif lam. The same example here. Amam al bayti hadiqatun, a garden is in front of the house. In front of the house is coming before the word hadiqatun because it does not have alif lam.
Yes. Okay.
So whatever the rulings of mubtada and khabar are, they are still applicable when they come as the ism or the khabar of laysa and kana and inna as well. Those rulings about the positioning of what the mubtada is and what is khabar, that is still applicable to the isms and the khabars of inna and laysa. Sister Mukarrama, Sister Batul, Sister Sabira, Sister Kauthar, Sister Amina, is that clear for you guys?
Yes, Sheikh. It is interesting. Yes.
Okay, brilliant. I think this is more than enough. I think we've exceeded our time. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So I think you've understood. Has everyone understood? Though I've sent this across to yourselves, the table of a mu'rab nouns and their subdivisions. That's helpful for you. Yes.
Yeah.
So so inshallah next week we will continue from. So lesson 1 is completed with the exam. So we'll do lesson number 2. So we just touched upon lesson number 2. We haven't completed that. So inshallah next week we finish lesson number 2, and then we'll move on to lesson number 3. So I'll try to do lesson 2 and 3 together next week, inshallah. Any questions from anyone?
Are we doing a revision?
Sorry, what was that?
Like lesson 2 and 3 of book 4. Book 3, sorry.
Yeah. So next week we'll do lesson number 2 and 3 together. So lesson 1 we've done now. We've done some examples as well. So we do lesson 2 and 3 next week for the points to remember and some examples as well, inshallah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum.